Well, I started doing the QS in 1995. But in 1994 I did some contests in some WQSs in Australia. So I guess I've been doing the tour since about 94. Yeah, until now really. Yeah. So that's that's a few years, old boy. Oh yeah, definitely get the free food. I think all surfers are the same, aren't they? If there's a free feed going around there, the surfers will be there. But I think the best food I've probably had would be probably the boost contest at the Hurley contest in America. You know what? Brazil doesn't even serve, like they didn't used to serve food anyway. Like the tour's come such a long way. Like in the past probably 5 years, like we used to rock up at a contest and there might be, some water there, maybe if we're in France, a couple of croissants and that's it, and maybe a couple of cans of Coke. Now it's just like full buffet style. Like you go to an event and it's just like, we're pretty feel like special show dogs, that's for sure. Yeah, I guess the first time I come here was in 1996, and there was definitely a lot of people here, but there wasn't so many surfers. I came here in summer, like summertime's just crazy, it's hectic, there's a lot of, tourists here, but there wasn't so many surfers back then, and now there's been a massive increase in the amount of surfers, which is good, it's great for our sport, but it can get hectic at times when you just want to go for a surf, and there's like 40 learn to surf guys trying to slalom down your wave, and it's just like, gets pretty hectic. Shits you sometimes. Shits me anyway. Yeah, especially over here. You get that a lot over here in France. I guess because it's pretty, like, pro surfing's pretty new over here in Europe, and the fan base here is really cool, and they know their athletes too. Like they know who you are, so it's pretty cool to be out in the surf and get recognised, and people paddle up to you and say, "Oh, good luck," and that they admire your surfing and that, and that's pretty cool to me, like. The tour can be pretty brutal for a young dude coming on, fresh out of home, out of mummy's arms. It can chew you up and spit you out, and I guess like now, the average age for a guy to turn pro is pretty young. It seems to be like about 17, 18, and they're whacked straight on tour. And I've seen a lot of guys come and go with a lot of expectation on their shoulders, and like they just can't handle it. They're just young, and they don't know how to handle it, and they just burn out, or they don't meet the expectations, and it's quite sad really how people can come and go like that. I was a late bloomer. I didn't really have an illustrious junior career or anything like that. I kind of just popped up and did some pro contests, and I kind of ended up doing well and qualifying, pretty much. Like in a nutshell, that's what really happened to me. So I was a lot more mature. I was, I guess, around 22, 23, and I think I was actually ready to go on tour, you know what I mean? Like, mentally, and yeah. Well, I wasn't when I first started doing the tour, I wasn't like massively confident, but I knew that, like, because the judges were more or less, they were looking for just, it was kind of like they were looking for big turns, not just heaps of little turns. So like back then when I first started doing the tour, and I just knew that if I could do 2 big turns on a wave, that I was going to get a score, and that was basically my approach to the whole year. And I just kept getting on rolls, and just kept doing it, and I ended up qualifying. Yeah.